She's an author, motivator, inspirational speaker. From fire to inspire the world. She's the girl. She's on inspiration, motivation, encouragement, power and peace. Inspiration, motivation, it's to the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the sponsors of the show. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to On Fire to Inspire. I am your host, Aaliyah, the Purpose Midwife, aka Miss On Fire to Inspire. So today's topic, we're going to be just sharing some memories, some beautiful memories of Mother's Day. So it can be your personal Mother's Day that you've experienced as a mother, or it can be a Mother's Day that you experienced as a child that you remember with your mother. So we're going to be sharing this evening, and I'll put the link in the chat if you want to come on in and share with us. But before we get into that part, I want to thank our sponsors for being a blessing into On Fire to Inspire. We have Just Be You by Hetty J. Simmons, and Hetty is our local poet that has prophetic poetry. And when I tell y'all, she is just so gifted. Just Be You, and you this is such a great book, and it's so inspiring. Then we have Leadership Inside Trajectory by my big brother and pastor, Apostle Ricky D. Surrett. Leadership Inside Trajectory, and you can find that book at iworkfaith.com. iworkfaith.com. And if you have not gotten any of my books, y'all know I have a million gazillion, not a million gazillion, but I have the children's book which was my very first book, a learning book just for me, teaching English and Spanish, foundational English and Spanish. Then we had On Fire to Inspire, the actual book that's available in paperback and ebook. We have the last two projects, which were the journal, the I Am Inspirational Journal, and the Affirmational Coloring Book. Both are affirmational self-care and beautiful things that you can do to just love on yourself. That journal you can use as a gratitude journal, and I tell you, it takes you to another place. But welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. Y'all hit that share button for me, because we're going to be sharing some Mother's Day memories tonight. So it could be, again, a Mother's Day memory that you experienced as a child, or you can a Mother's Day that you remember as a mother, something you experienced that was impactful for you. And for the men, of course, you haven't been a mother, but it could be a Mother's Day that could be that could have hit home for you as a child, or one that you could experience even with your wife and your children. Great evening to you, about the flow, Auntie. How you doing? All right, so I have one guest that is already here. My godmother in Georgia that has. She has one daughter that she birthed, but she has many daughters that she has adopted, right? And she adopted me. Let me see. I think I was 19 or 20 when she adopted me, so it's been 20 plus years ago. So welcome back to On Fire to Inspire. How are you this evening, Queen?
I am doing just wonderfully well. Happy Mother's Day to you and to all the other mothers.
Happy
Mothers
Day.
Around the world.
Yes. So what Mother's Day memory do you have to share with us this evening?
Well, I wanted to say that I enjoyed my Mother's Day growing up with my mother, because I didn't know about doing the breakfast in bed for mothers. as I was growing up, because my mother would always fix us the cream tuna and grits on Sundays.
Say
Yes,
that again.
cream tuna
Cream tuna and grits.
and grits with
Hmm.
biscuits.
I never heard of it.
Ah, it was most delightful. It was delightful. The cream tuna would be in a separate pot from the grits. And after they were both done, she would put the grits on the plate and then put the cream tuna, pour the cream tuna over the grits. And you're talking about good eating. Since I've been an adult, I have not even attempted because I know I would mess it up. And her biscuits were most delightful. And then I was thinking on the other Mother's Day events. When my brother was married, he had 5 children, and we would either be at my mother's house because I was living in Columbia, South Carolina. So we would be at my mother's house or my brother's house, and I was the one who brought the desserts in, and I just thoroughly enjoyed that. It was such a big family. And my last Mother's Day with her, I was living in Atlanta and she was living in Macon, and she was um, suffering from a recurrence of pancreatic cancer. And that was during the time when it would take me 5 hours to drive to Macon. But I wanted to see her because I said that might be the last Mother's Day I will be with her. And sure enough, it was. And it would, like I said, it took me 5 hours to get there. But and I would call her when I make my little stops to say, Mother, I'm on my way. And she'd say, okay, when you get here. And I had left my pain meds at home. And when I got to her house, I was miserable. And I said, well, can I have one of your pain pills? Not knowing it was morphine. Yes.
Wow.
I was a mess. I didn't take one. I took 2.
Wow.
And one of I went to church with her that Sunday, but I just couldn't get my thoughts together. I know I looked like a bag woman when I went to church that day, but a friend had to drive me back home that Sunday night because I took the pills that Saturday when I got there about 5 o'clock, and Sunday morning I was still messed up.
Wow.
But that was the last Mother's Day, and that was in 2009.
Wow. Wow.
And her birthday would have been today, and she would have been 93.
93. Wow.
So I had to give her a shout out at 7 o'clock because that was the time we would normally call each other, at 7 a.m. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for sharing those beautiful, beautiful memories. And I know you're happy, although you were in pain. I know you were happy that you pushed through the pain to spend the last Mother's Day with her.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
And I have a daughter and about 50 other daughters. I have one birth daughter, and about 50 other daughters.
Yes.
I just collect children because I just love people. And
Amen.
I love you, Aaliyah.
I love you too. I love you, love you, I love you. And give us a quick shout out about your date that's coming up.
Oh, my date is July 16th at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. And the production is All About Me Part 2. I'm going to
Okay.
keep that name. It's All About Me because people are familiar with that name. But it's part 2, and this is a different script. And it's at Porter Sanford Performing Arts Theater, was Community Center in Decatur, Georgia. And I am giving back to the community, but people must register because we will be practicing safety guidelines. So,
Okay. Okay,
yeah,
so it's All About Me Part 2, July 16th. You have a 3 p.m. show and a 7 p.m. show at Porter Sanford Performing Arts Community Center, but you must register for social distancing and safety purposes.
yes,
All
yes.
right. Well, thank you again for sharing. And look, I hate I couldn't be a part, and I know Cornelia's gonna be feeling the same way because
I
we did
know.
the last one. What 3 years ago? We did the last one 3 years
3 years ago. Yeah,
ago.
and I had 22 cast members. Now I have 6.
6.
Yes.
Wow! Wow!
And
Wow!
it really makes a difference. I don't have to worry about these little rugrats running all around. This is the first time in 37 years that I have not had multi-generational cast members.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, I'm looking forward to coming and being able to see that. I know some great talent. You always have great talent. You know, you're one of those best kept secrets that don't need to be a secret anymore. It's time for people to know who Teresa B. Smith is.
Right,
And
right.
it's all about me, part 2. Well,
Part
thank you
2.
again for sharing. And God bless you. I love you. And we will talk soon. Thank you again.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Y'all, so who else is gonna hop on tonight and share with us about a Mother's Day memory? That was so beautiful. She said her mom used to cook grits and a cream tuna and made homemade biscuits, and that was something they did on Mother's Day. What's a Mother's Day memory that you remember as a child coming up? I see another person out here, but it's saying devices are not connected. So if you're in the Zoom and you're trying to connect, not Zoom, in the StreamYard and trying to connect, come out and go back in because it is not allowing me to connect you. It is saying that you're having problems with um, your your system. So let's see here. All right. So anybody want to share? Anybody else want to share a Mother's Day memory? So I have a Mother's Day memory that I would like to share while we're waiting on somebody else to get bold. Um, One of my Mother's Day memories, I was the one of the grandchildren that grew up in the grandparents' household. My mom and I stayed with my grandparents. And I remember my uncles were more like my big brothers. And I remember all of them were married, had children. But on Mother's Day, all of them would come from their home churches and they would come to church at my home church that I grew up in, Mount Zion. And we all go to church as a family. Everybody come down and we would have Mother's Day together. We would worship together on Mother's Day. And I want to say we would eat afterwards. I don't know if we ate at the church, y'all. I don't remember that much now. I don't remember if we ate at the church or let me think. Or we went out to eat afterwards. We probably went out to eat afterwards. I can't quite remember, but I do remember that. And that was a Mother's Day memory I remember. And I remember that, and it was just it warmed my heart to think on those things because my mom is deceased now, my grandmother is deceased now, and my aunt, which was my second mother, was is deceased now. So all of my moms are deceased. My grandma was my other mother too. So I had like three mamas. I had mama, auntie, and grandma. And so all three of them are deceased, but that is a memory that I remember that warmed my heart. That everybody would come together and worship with grandma on Mother's Day, and we would just share and eat and just I love like Teresa said. I love the component of that family unit. It was just a beautiful thing, you know. Um, just like her, she said she birthed one child, but she adopted many. And I always claim people's kids all the time myself. And probably with that, having that only child, you tend to do that because you're always with other people's children. You have other people's children all the time. Your house becomes the house to play in, I guess. But who has a thing to share tonight? I've put the link back in there if you want to share. If you are camera shy, you don't have to turn your camera on. You can turn your camera off and you can just share. So if you have something to share, come on in. Another one of my memories, I remember my very first Mother's Day. Auntie Flo said she remember being at Aunt T's house. Yeah, going to Grandma's house for dinner after church on Mother's Day. Yes, we all had a ball. Everybody would just go to Grandma's. Come on, y'all come on and share. Come on in and share. What are some Mother's Day memories that you remember growing up or as a mother? I remember my very first Mother's Day. I had my daughter on 2002, in April 2nd, 2002, on Easter. That was Easter Sunday that year. And then I remember that I was saying even though she was my Easter gift, I looked at her as my first Mother's Day gift as well, because Mother's Day was shortly after that. So those were my personal Mother's Day memories. Anybody else have any Mother's Day memories? And I wanted to share this because sometimes uh, Mother's Day can be, if you don't have your parents, it can be very somber. It can be, for some people, it's depressing, but you always have those memories in your heart. Just remember, those memories are in your heart. They're in your mind. You just hold on to those things and share them with your children and your grandchildren so that those memories can continue to go forth with those children. Um, because if you have like with us, all of the matriarchs of the family are gone. So if we don't share them with our children and our children share them with their children, then those memories are not passed down, you know. And so Teresa can share that with her daughter, which I know her daughter knows, and then her daughter can share it with her son, and you know, and on down. So it's the family unit is not like it used to be. You know, when we were growing up, you had grandma and them. Y'all know I'm country, so I'm gonna have to say it like I feel it. You had grandma and them, you had big mama, you had granny, you had all those grandparents and stuff. And so, you know, many of them have gone on, and now grandparents have gotten younger, and grandparents don't do like grandparents did back in the day. You know, everybody's working, or you know, you don't have that experience that we had in our generation coming up. So, anybody have a Mother's Day memory? And if you are camera shy, again, you can turn your camera off, or if you don't want to you don't want to come on, you can actually type it in like Aunt Flo did. She typed in being at Auntie's house on Mother's Day. That was a good memory for her. Yes, ma'am, Mama Nim. Yes, Pastor Bernard, that is right. Um, he said being a mama now. Yes, mama now. Yes. I love, I mean, Mother's Day, all kind of holidays, being with the family. The family unit was it was different. People band together, people looked out for each other. Um, Even with me living in Georgia, when I lived in Georgia, I would come home on the holidays because I look forward to that every year, being able to spend that time with the family. And again, you know, all the matriarchs in our family have gone on, but it's for us to keep that going, whatever that looks like for your family. Maybe you need to start a new tradition, but yeah, the family unit is so important, and we got to keep it going because we have children, and our children will have children at some point, and so forth and so on. And some of you may already be grandparents. So you want to keep those memories. That's something that people can never take away from you, and that's something money can never buy. They can never buy those memories. You can never buy. I don't care what kind of money you have. I don't care what kind of money you don't have. Those memories are priceless. they are absolutely priceless. And so, as this topic hit my spirit, I was like, someone just needs to be reminded of their memories so that it can bring a smile to their face and a smile in their heart. And even if it brought some tears of laughter, they were tears of joy or tears of laughter. Because sometimes you would laugh at family members because I had uncles that were just clowns, okay? And so we would just have a good time laughing at them because they were characters, y'all. When I tell you my uncles were characters, and so just having a good time. And so it's time to enjoy your life, create new memories, enjoy your children. And I see my uncle is trying to come on and share, but I'm still seeing devices not connected. So I don't know if he's trying to connect via phone, but it is not cooperating. Now Mother's Day is with my children and grandchildren. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I happen to spend the not the very last Mother's Day with you all, but one Mother's Day, and that blessed my soul to be able to spend Mother's Day with you all, Pastor Flo, because it was it was either the year before or 2 years before your mom passed away, and it was the year right after Nana passed. So it was my first Mother's Day without Nana, and that was the last matriarch in our family. So we had a ball. I had a ball up there, enjoying family, in the family unit, because her mom was 80. How old was your mom, Pastor Flo? 80 something. And we just had a great time. Y'all, it's all about creating these memories. It's not about buying anything, it's about the memories. Because those memories, again, can't be bought, they're priceless. Pastor T, Pastor T, you got a memory you want to share with us today?
Can you hear me? Because I'm out and I'm not sure how everything is picking up.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, awesome. So I just wanted to say, first of all, I know my mom's watching, Pastor Flo, and so and I know this will bring back memories for her. It's not just one Mother's Day, but we always knew every year, just about. We would typically, I had, of course, the two grandmothers, so we was always trying to be with one and then the other. But Mother's Day for me it's always, well, we're going to get at the table and eat some good eating, honey. If there is no other time of year that you eat good, besides, of course, Christmas and Thanksgiving, think about those days, but Mother's Day, because for us, we, sometimes, I don't know when it happened, but, we didn't go out to eat. We always knew we were going to Mama's house and we were going to fry some chicken and have some good old food. So, I hope that's a tradition that, or something that me and my mom and my nieces and nephews and my children can continue is when it comes down to things like Mother's Day and not holidays, but occasions like that you just get together, have fun and laugh and talk. And I can even remember, for us, you and I growing up, honey, we go down to Old Mount Zion and we had on our patent leather shoes, our lacy socks, our dresses, and we was going to be cute because they know Grandma T and Grandma Cleo and all them ladies, they knew them grandchildren were going to come in, honey. We were going to be with them, sitting beside them or something like that, and just having a good time. And and it's those things. It's as you said, our matriarchs and our family have gone on. And so it's those things that they left us with, enjoying one another, getting at the table, having those dinners together. Because I'm telling you, Grandma T could cook some mean collard greens, honey. Now, let me tell you, if you didn't know anything else you're going to eat, I need some pork salad. Now, I'm going way back. Pork salad. Collard greens and pork salad. But, it's just knowing that, it was those times that we were going to get together and listen to our moms and our grandmothers, and that they were going to teach us what being together as a family was all about. And there was no better time to do that than at Mother's Day. So again, just having, as you said, having those memories. Now my children, now nobody laughed. My children probably gonna say, "Mama, every time Mother's Day and things were, you always made us dress up alike and things like that." Well, yeah, but it's like you said, it's memories. It's something that you can look back on and have and hold. That no matter what happens, no matter what life brings, you have those memories. So for me, it was just knowing that was just another occasion we were gonna get together, have food galore, enjoying one another, and just you know having that fellowship with each other. So, nothing too heavy tonight, just a lot of laughter, a lot of looking back and saying, my goodness, the things that we grew up with and that we still hold and treasure today.
And I'm gonna add something to that. With T doing your hair and having that laid hair with the she done put it at the straightening comb and that hair just laid down and fried to the side.
Right, right,
That hair was right now.
right.
Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and we can think about that. I mean, we could think about Mother's Day, Easter, of course, Christmas, those times, those occasions where, our grandmothers, our moms, they were going to make sure that, we were right. And that the main thing is that we got together as a family and that we were together and we had those times. And so, I thank God for the show tonight because I have gotten tickled riding over the road, thinking about some of the things that we used to do and the times that we got together. And Mother's Day was just always one of those times. So, I pray for a lot of people that, that have their mothers, that don't have their mothers, that, these memories, listening in to the show tonight brings back memories that will just make you laugh and just make you just be happy about, the times that you shared.
what would you say to the people that are my age group and a little older who have older children that now have grandchildren? What would you say to them?
Take the time to enjoy them. Take the time to spend that time with them. Um, and here's the other thing. I think about it more so now. Excuse Pastor, he's getting back in the car. But I think about those times, and so I would say is take the time to make those memories. Take the time to share, to be together, because those are things that really and truly that just wrap you up and comfort you at times when you need that comfort, when you need that memory, when you need that coming together, those memories. So take time to make those memories. I'm not a grandmother yet. Now I'm praying that whenever the Lord says it's time that, that blessing will be bestowed upon us. So, but, and I pray that I remember then to take time to spend with my children and my grandchildren and cook that good food so they want to come to my house and be at my table.
Right.
that part. Yeah.
So,
So, yeah.
so they'll have something to look forward to.
Absolutely. And, even I'm going to tell this little story. Pastor's a finicky eater. He doesn't need a whole, everything. But when I do cook, he's like, why do you cook like that? I'm like, I'm trying to put it on my children's mind and on their stomachs. So they say, what we going to do? We going to mama's house because I'm going to eat.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah. So thank you for tonight. Thank you for the laughter. Thank you for the memories.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You too. So y'all, tonight was just going down memory lane for Mother's Day. Whether it's you as a mother or you as the child that enjoyed Mother's Day, what memories that just stay with your heart, stayed in your mind, bringing the memories back to where you're chuckling, where you're smiling, is bringing a smile to your heart and as well as your face. Because those memories don't have to bring tears every time, the sad tears. They can be joyful tears. Um, Let me see. I'm still getting device not connected. When trying to connect the next person. Anybody else have anything to share? I tell y'all have blessed me with this tonight. Two of my sponsors that I typed in that I forgot to mention earlier, UEB Designs, where you can get all of your accessories. Y'all know I love my different accessories. And so you have your different accessories with UEB. That's UEB, like Unique Expressions by Design. So it's UEBdesigns.com. And then also mombizboss.org. Ladies, if you are an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur, you want to join the mombizboss.org team, because I tell you, they have great monthly brunches where now I think they're starting to meet again um, locally, but they meet virtually as well. And so they have great speakers and opportunities to collaborate and learning new information. And when there are grants available out in different places, a lot of times when they find out about it, they let you know about it. So it's a great resource and a great place to learn on mombizboss.org. Anybody else have a memory to share? Yeah, I thank you so much for sharing tonight with this. This has been such a blessing. And tonight we just went down memory lane of Mother's Day memories, and it's just been a blessing. So, one thing I want to admonish you is to begin to live life in the present. We're all busy, we're all rushing, but enjoy your life. Enjoy your children, enjoy your grandchildren. If you don't have children, still enjoy life and enjoy your family and create memories. And if all your matriarchs and patriarchs are gone, then create new memories for your children and your grandchildren. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what kind of money you have, the memories can never be taken out of your head and your heart, because that's something that's priceless. Money can't buy that. Money can't buy the love or the memories that you'll have right here. All right, so I will see y'all next week, same time, same place on Friday Inspire. I am your purpose midwife, Aaliyah, and I'll see y'all then. Thank you again for joining. We'll see y'all. Thank you to all our sponsors.